hello, 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 hello. Hello, 1,000 times hello. I might use that word today, who knows? Hi, Mitzi. I'm so glad to see you. And how are you doing today? I can tell that you're doing grand. You're always doing grand. It's such a delight to see you behind the camera. Mitzi, 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 what in the world is today going to bring? I'm Paula Andrea Pyle, and in case you've never joined me before, this is Mode of Cosmic Therapy. Mode of Cosmic Therapy. Hello, Sandy, back there in the control room. Sending you lots and lots of love and energy and fun and joy and delight and everything else in between. I'm here at RTN television station in Raleigh, North Carolina, and it is so cold outside. Cold, 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 but it's not cold in here because the lights are on. And that is the truth. What did I just say at the beginning? Oh, hello! Well, anyway, what am I going to do? We don't know. I look forward to this show so much because I have no idea what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, where am I going to do it, where I'm going to do it, who am I going to do it with, and how many times I'm going to do it. No, I love doing this show. I love it because truly I have no script. I have nothing that I know beforehand of what will come out of my mouth or what will show up on that board. But what I do know is that I use numerology, astrology, physics, science, mathematics, history, psychology, psychoanalytic thought, philosophy. Let me see what else. Oh, I might do some tarot along the way, a little bit of I Ching, and always incorporating the Bible, because these things are all divine. Everything is. There's not a single solitary thing that is not divine because it came from the same source, the same origin. I'm looking around at all of the different books and just letting the energy flow as to what I'm going to do. I will say this much though. Words are deceptive because we get attached to words and the meanings thereof, and we think that they mean certain things. Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just like sometimes you want chicken, sometimes you want steak, and vegetarians don't want either one. Vegans don't even want that much. So it's all preferential. It all depends upon what's flowing with you at the time. So let's see what's flowing with me today. I might just do something. You know, I tried that one of the other shows, and it worked pretty well. And I hadn't, this little box, I hadn't brought it. I brought it the last time, so I'm going to bring it today. And let me see. I think I might even go with this particular one. Woo! All right, let's see what this is. But I did say the word hello, so I wanted to put that up there. And hello, I want to know. And you know what? Look what happened. I'm in here. Look at that. Just look at that. Walking down into the studio, and my shoe just come all apart. I love that. I love it. Things just fall all apart all the time. And we could get upset about it. We could say, oh, it shouldn't be. That's not right. I can't walk around with a flopping shoe. You can walk around with no shoes. You can walk around with 3 shoes. You can do so many things that you don't think you can do. Your mind prevents you from experiencing a lot of things. Hello. Let's see what it is. 8. Oh, the consonants are going to tell us the personality on this day. Now, if you watch me another day and I do the word hello, if I happen to do it, and I come up with other explanations, that's because there are 1,021,642,787,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 definitions for any one word. I need some water. Okay. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. So let's get some water. See, I can manipulate 2 hands, drink some water, and talk at the same time, right on the board. I'm a magician. So are you. I can't do anything you can't do. You can do it too. You just got to do it. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. 5, 3, 3, 6. Hello is an 11. That's relationship right to start with, but it's also universal. Justice. In the Hebrew alphabet, it is Lamed. It's a real pretty letter too in the English, in the Hebrew alphabet. Okay, 8 is 11 is 14. Oh me, that Semek shows up again, that temperance. How about that? And what do we have, Mitzi? What do we have but that 26? Mitzi's born on the 26th. So we have an 8 going on there. An 8, 8, 8. Oh, I drew that there because that's the abyss. And, you know, in our lives, we're constantly traveling. You know, I could have made it a circle, but I put the abyss there and made it an 8, okay? If you wanted to know what I did. So we're traveling. We're traveling. We're traveling. We're vibrating. We're spinning, 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 spinning all the time. And we're traveling. And we're traveling. And sometimes we're up here, and sometimes we're down here. But we're always going to be crossing that abyss. Always. Every single solitary second that we're alive, we're crossing that abyss. Now, depending upon what thoughts we have in our mind when we cross this abyss, okay, whether we're coming this way or we're going that way, because we're going to take with us those energies, and they're going to multiply. They're going to multiply and increase, multiply and increase. So if you've got some really janky, how you like that word? Janky feelings going across that abyss, whether down or up, they're going to be 5 times janky when they come back around. So you have an opportunity when you cross over that abyss to drop it. You can say, let it go. I want to let it go. Okay? Well, it ain't going anywhere because you carried it for so goddamn long that it's kind of attached to you anyway. So it's going to take you a few more times crossing over the abyss before you can get rid of it. But anyway, if you work on it, you can. So we got a 26. We got the 11 and the 14 going on. Hello, 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 hello. All right, the 26. What was I going to say about the 26 anyway? Good gracious. What do you want to say about the 26? Huh? We want to say that it is relationships. So in this lifetime, you're going to be boarding that many ships so that you can relation, the relating station. And with here, this also is the number of love. It's also the number of conflict. Oh, if you've got relationships, can you get with this? You got relationships, okay? You got relationships, you got relationships. And then sometimes you're going to agree, and sometimes you're going to disagree. Sometimes you're going to be in unity. Sometimes you're going to be in disillusion. Okay, that's what a relationship is. It is not a Pollyanna. It's not that. Okay, you're learning. Remember when I told you on another show about that, okay? You hear me say it all the time. It's the mountain, it's the stillness, it's the core. Sometimes in those relationships, you're going to have that. And sometimes in the relationships, you're going to have that. That's your tongue sticking it out. Okay? Yeah. And sometimes you're going to have that. That's all over here in this one. Right here, you're going to have love. This 6 is love, conflict. It's also food. That's what this is. So in this life, also, yeah. Now, if you've got relationships with this, with your love, and you got relationships with your love. How do you have relationships with your love, Paula? Let's see. How do you have relationships with your love? 22. Look at that word. All right, we got a 20. So we know that the heart of love is mother, father, child. So we know that it's a very powerful energy. We know that it's a very creative energy. We also know if it's creative, if it's creative. The thing that people don't understand most of the time is the other side of the coin. You know, you got this side of the paper and you got that side of the paper. You got this side of me, you got this side of me. You got the back and the front. You got the side and the side. You got the up and the down. And you got the all around. Well, we don't understand that there's two sides. There is a mouth and there is a butt. You take in, you let out. All the time. So with this love that you want to grab a hold of, you're going to have conflict. Okay? You're going to have it. So we were talking about the 26th. Where are we going with that? All that came from, hello? We just started, and all that came from that. So we're going to move on to what? Let's see what we're moving on to. Ambience. Well, what a fancy word. Ambience? How many of you know what ambience means? Just go ahead and tell me. Raise your hand. I see 3 of you. Ambience. A-M-B-I-E-N-C-E. Ambience. Starting with a 1. Now keep in mind what I'm talking about over here. Love and conflict, food, sex, money, all those things you have relationships with. Okay? Remember all those things. Your car, your career, your status, your beauty, your weight, your physical being, your health, whatever you got going on. Your mother, your father, you've got a relationship with your enemies. Did you know that? If you have any. Okay, we got a 4, we got a 2, we got a 9, we got a 5, we got a 5, we got a 3, and we got a 5. So we got a 10. Okay, I love it. See, I've done this so long that I can add the numbers real quick so I see them before they're added up. When I add them up correctly, and when I don't add them up correctly, they're still correctly. Remember that. 15. Yes? How about 9 and 5 is 4? How about 20? That'd be better, Paula. 14, 15, 20. I tricked me, didn't I? 20. So, get out of here. Did I just do that? Did I just do that or not? I had to do that somewhere for it to be. Mother, father, child. There it is right there. Mother, father, child. Mother, father, child. Okay? Energy. And I'm talking about divine. That's what I'm talking about. Divine. Divine. Energy, force. Okay, I meant energy here. The force. I don't know what I meant. How about that? Never thought about it. The energy is coming from the mother. The force is the father. That's true. And then the creation is the child. Yes, yes, yes. How about that? The energy is coming from the mother. That gives you something to think about. Huh. Anyway, the heart of ambience is this mother, father, child, God, goddess, itis. And when I talk about it, you know, even in this, because people tend to put forms to this, they want to put forms to these energies so we can worship them. It makes it feel better. But what I'm talking about is the energy that is behind all that. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. And so this 20, this mother, father, child, this energy force creation comes from this right here. All right, let's see what's down here. 6, 11, 14. Yes or no? 6, 11, 14. So we have a 34. And 34 is honor. Is honor, honor, honor. And it is 7. It is the number of 7. You know, good gracious, I did another show about this. It's that silence. It's that knowing that's inside of you. When everything looks, you know what it is? I tell you what it is. It's that knowing without knowing how you know it. And you know it in the midst of not knowing. Okay? And you also, this kind of knowing that I'm talking about that's coming from here, that's coming from this honor, from this ambience, is when everything looks absolutely wrong, it is right. But it can't be right until it is wrong and turned upside down. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Let's see. A surrounding or pervading atmosphere. A surrounding or pervading atmosphere. This is it. Behind the God. Behind the goddess. Behind the itis. That creates the divine God, goddess, itis, and all that. That does all this stuff. You know, puts all this into motion. And finally, from all of that, we become the human. You know, Hu stands for God, the God-man. A surrounding or pervading atmosphere. Do what thou wilt is the whole of the law. That sounds like some of Aleister Crowley's sayings. Sounds like that. Do what thou wilt. Do what thou wilt is the whole of the law. Paula, what can that possibly mean, and why would you be quoting somebody like that? Truth comes from every single crack there is possible. Truth, truth, truth emerges. What did I just tell you? Turn it upside down. If you think it's wrong, it's going to be right. But you've got to have a journey in between. The exchange. The exchange. Good gracious. If you didn't get rid of some of what you received as far as knowledge, you wouldn't be able to move. So everything that you're going to think is bad or right, you're going to have to juggle it. Like a juggler,